want to pick your brain about Send Help, Sam Raimi's new film. Some people saying, dude, Sam Raimi, king of horror, because this movie's incredible. So I'm curious to see, what did you think? Do you align with that?
Well, once again, I can't really say too much about the horror aspect because I'm not really like
not a horror
guy.
I'm
not a horror
guy.
guy.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a horror guy, but it did have some pretty like tense, scary moments. I'm not gonna lie. There were a lot of times you're in that theater and you're thinking like, what is the craziest thing that Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien are gonna do to each other right now? Because there were so many times they had these looks, and I really want to give a shout out to like Dylan O'Brien's facial expressions. And even Rachel McAdams' facial expressions, because there were so many times when they're looking at each other, you're just thinking, like, I mean, me personally, I was like, there's no possible way they're going to do what I think they're going to do. There's no possible way she's going to do what I think she's going to do. And then it kind of gives you, like, there's moments in it where you really feel like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then they tease you for a second. They tease you going like, no, it's not. But then another scene happens, and then boom, you get, like, a little bit of gore. You get a lot of blood. You get a lot of tense, scary moments.
This movie seems so gory. Sorry.
Yes,
it seems really gory.
Yes.
Yeah,
there are some pretty gory scenes in it. But to my surprise, though, when I watched the trailer, I thought it was going to be a little bit more scarier and more intense than usual. But it wasn't fully. It was a little bit more silly than I expected, and I was kind of shook by that. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like at the start. Has that silliness to it, and then right when they get on the island, everything is just every man for themselves. Every little bit of this island is like a death trap. It's like no matter what, don't cross me and I won't cross you type thing. And it was that for a little bit, but it was very silly. And I'm not gonna say that's entirely bad. Maybe it's just more of a thing where I don't like fully mesh with it, which is why I kind of wasn't fully into the movie. But it still is a very Sam Raimi well done movie.
Yeah, that sounds very Sam Raimi. I feel like that mix of horror and silly seems very him.
Yeah, I think that is him, which is why I'm saying that's why I'm saying it didn't fully mesh with me, but there's still some very enjoyable scenes in this movie. Like there's I mean at the start, Rachel McAdams is very I was trying to root for her sometimes, but then there was sometimes when I was like, I'm not gonna lie, you annoying the heck out of me. Like I love you, I'm trying to fight for you here, but you annoying the heck out of me. Like I felt bad at that point, but that was just because Rachel McAdams did a good job of playing like this person.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, because her character isn't really she doesn't really mesh well with the office or her coworkers.
The vibe of the office.
The vibe of the office, definitely, and it clearly shows it. Like in the movie, it clearly shows it. She doesn't get the social cues and the vibe of what people are trying to talk about, what they're trying to bring, and. Like she's definitely an outcast, like big time, and she does a great job of playing the outcast of the office. But there's times when you definitely get annoyed with her, definitely get scared with her, and definitely feel bad for her. Because there were a lot of times in that movie where I was like, y'all are some messed up people, like very messed up. But hey, once again, that's Dylan O'Brien and his gang doing a good job of acting.
Dude, can I tell you something? I didn't watch the movie. I'm so happy that Dylan O'Brien is like just killing it. Just killing it. That man raised me. I want him to know that. That man raised me, dude. Freaking, I think if I were to attribute like a person, I wouldn't say just him, but I think he's a big reason why I like movies so much because of what he did in The Maze Runner. Where like as a kid, dude, Dylan O'Brien as Thomas was the coolest dude on planet Earth. That man running in that maze was the coolest thing ever for me.
He was taking off. I'm not gonna lie.
So it makes me happy that I felt like for so long, at least for me, I wasn't seeing him in anything. Like anything. I think he did a lot of smaller stuff, like very small stuff.
Teen Wolf?
No, I didn't. But that was before that too. But I think he definitely was doing a lot more like twinless type stuff where he's doing a lot more indie stuff, which good on him. Like you're a phenomenal actor. Like to him, it's about the art, not the bag, you know? To see him getting now like a little bit more like, what's the word? Like, I'm just going to say bigger. Like he's on a bigger screen, like a bigger movie for him now. Like it's really cool to see. And I want more directors to use him because I think he's freaking just fantastic.
Dylan O'Brien's awesome, and he was really funny in this movie, bro. Like there's a really funny compilation that plays at the quarter start of the movie when they finally get to the island, and it was so funny. Like it was so funny. Like I want to say it. It's kind of like
It's early. You could say it.
Okay, fine. It's when Rachel McAdams' character gets very annoyed with him because he's being a crybaby. He's acting like he's still in the office. He's acting like he doesn't need her. So she leaves. And then it's a compilation of him going like, she'll be back. She'll probably be back. And it just the camera keeps going in a loop back and forth, showing his face going from, I'm right, she's coming back to, I need water. Oh, and it's so funny, the transition from that. And I loved the crowd I was in too, because everybody was laughing their butts off at anything that was going on or anything that like remotely led to like tension or even just some comedy. But that scene specifically was unbelievably funny with Dylan O'Brien. Like his face when he really looked so dehydrated, he was just sitting there like, water. He was kind of like that SpongeBob episode.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. But it was so funny. And then there's another thing that happens when he finds out how crazy like Rachel McAdams is, and he's just like, and I died,
dude.
Because we all felt the same.
Dude, facial like humor is so funny to me. When dudes are just super expressive, it's like the gym thing in The Office, right? So he looks at the camera and hits the. You know that? Yeah. That to me is just like, that's hilarious for me. And I like facial expression humor. It's so good.
But he kills it with that in this movie.
Good.
And also just his emotion in the movie is good. But both of them are very good in this movie. Like I didn't like this movie fully. I didn't. Ooh. But I did respect it.
Okay, what did you not like?
I'm gonna say didn't fully mess with the silliness. I think there was just too much than what I expected. Mm-hmm. And that's just on me. It's just not fully a movie for me. But once again, like it's half horror, half silly, and
comedy,
I'm not fully. And I know we just talked about Beetlejuice, and it's like that's fun. But I think to me, Tim Burton and Sam Raimi are a little different.
Yeah,
like, Sam Raimi is good at, I guess, the bringing comedy into those serious moments, and Tim Burton is good at bringing the horror to me with like making it feel heartfelt more.
It's hard to explain. I understand. Really comedy is really hard to like differentiate because it's like, well, it just makes me laugh. Like comedy just works and it doesn't work for so many different people. It just kind of depends. So you're not a Sam Raimi guy. That's perfectly fine. You know?
That's what I'm starting to think.
Here's my question. How's the story though? Like overall plot, like what do you think?
It's not bad, but it's not like generational in my opinion.
Okay.
It's entertaining, but I didn't feel like it was out of this world.
Is it at least fairly consistent? Like, is it like good beginning, good middle, good end? Or is it like, oh, this is great, and then it kind of falls off here? Okay.
Yes, exactly that. Like, I wasn't fully a fan of the ending, but once again, I had an entertaining time. Like, I laughed when there were some funny moments, but maybe it's just that I didn't find it that scary at times, which I thought it was going to be. But once again, I had fun with it.
Yeah.
I did.
Nice. So what was your number score?
I gave this a decent 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I gave it a decent 6 out of 10. I wasn't a full fan of it, but I still had some fun.
What do you think, reading off me, do you think I'll like it?
I think you will.
Okay.
I think you will. I think you're going to give this an 8 out of 10.
Sick.
I think you will.
I'm really excited. I heard a lot of praise. And honestly, I respect you for coming in and having your problems. I think that's okay. I don't think every director needs to work for everyone. I mean, okay, can I ask a question? And just to compare it to, again, the thing that I love so much. You didn't like Multiverse of Madness, which was also very Sam Raimi. Like very weird and like dark and silly, but trying to like blend horror. Not as much because it's a superhero movie and they were scared to do that. They should have, but it's fine. Different conversation. Do you think like you felt that energy here and that's kind of what also didn't work still? Or do you think it felt completely different and it's just like this movie isn't clicking?
I feel like Multiverse of Madness had a little bit more horror than this one. Like I was scared of Wanda Maximoff. Like she was scary in that movie. Where I feel like this could have done that a little bit more, but it felt way more like comedic than Multiverse of Madness. Okay. As I say, Multiverse of Madness, but I don't know. That's tough, man. I just feel like it's too
different. That's what I was curious about. I wanted to ask, like maybe it was a style thing, like if you just, but yeah, maybe I was curious about that. It could be, and that's valid. I feel like that's completely valid. But yeah, all right. Anything else you want to say on that?
I mean, if you guys love Sam Raimi, like this is definitely this is fully his movie. I would go into it, but I would definitely watch it if I were you guys, and definitely watch it in theaters, and definitely please watch it for Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. They kill it in this movie. Yeah, like they are so good. But once again, I just didn't really measure it.